Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi gestures during a courtesy call meeting with Philippine President Benigno Aquino in Manila on November 10, 2015. Wang Yi is in Manila November 10 to prepare for Chinese President Xi Jinping's presence at the annual Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC Leaders Summit. Manila, Philippine President Benigno Aquino and China's President Xi Jinping will be seated next to each other during the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation APEC Leaders Summit in Manila next week. Sources said the opportunity for Presidents Aquino and Xi will always be there if they wish to talk about issues that are bilateral in nature, National Organizing Committee Director General Marciano Painter told Gulf News ahead of the APEC's leaders meeting in Manila from November 18 to 19. Aquino and Xi have no scheduled bilateral talks during next week's event, but they could arrange an impromptu meeting, said a foreign affairs source who requested anonymity. Ties between the Philippines and China have been frosty since Manila elevated in 2013 its complaint against Beijing's claim of the whole of the South China Sea before the Hague-based and United Nations-recognized Permanent Court of Arbitration. The Philippines wants to wait for the court's ruling in 2016 and has rejected China's request to drop the arbitration case. Meanwhile, the Philippine government has assured Xi's security when he arrives in Manila next week, said Painter, adding there is an adequate security for the Chinese embassy in Makati City. Rallies against APEC and China are designated in areas away from Manila's Mall of Asia and the Philippine International Convention Center where the two-day event will be held, said Painter. Protesters burn mock American flags during a rally outside of the U.S. Embassy to protest alleged U.S. military's involvement in the row between the Philippines and China on the disputed islands in the South China Sea. Thursday, November 12, 2015 in Manila, Philippines. The protesters are opposing the visit of Chinese President Xi Jinping and U.S. President Barack Obama next week to the APEC Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit of Leaders. AP Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and Philippine Foreign Secretary Albert Del Rosario met earlier to discuss Xi's safety in Manila. They also agreed that the South China Sea issue should not be discussed at the APEC meeting. China has been criticized for enhancing reefs and shoals into islands for alleged militarization in the South China Sea. 3 of these are within Philippines' exclusive economic zone in the West Philippine Sea. Brunei, Malaysia, Taiwan, and Vietnam are also locked in overlapping claims in the South China Sea. APEC is composed of Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile not child China, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Peru, Philippines not listed Russia, Singapore, South Korea, Taipei, Thailand, United States, and Vietnam. They represent 40% of the world's economy.